Howdy, everybody. Long time no see. I hope you all are doing well. And hey, welcome to all 30 of you who showed up while I was away. I really appreciate y'all for checking this out. My channel, that is. I'm just a dude who likes art, I like to do art, and I want to share it with others. I've been off working on animations and still working with my other design job, and it's been pretty hectic, and I thought I would just, let you guys know how that's going, which, I just kind of said it was hectic, but, I miss doing this. I miss doing this. You guys think I'm, sailing away, doing my own thing, becoming a great adventure. No, I've been wanting to come back to YouTube for a long time, but time management, it's rough out here. I think I'm getting the timing down a little bit better. So, like managing my time is getting a little bit easier. So I'm going to see if I can squeak out this video with what little time I have, but we'll see. But yeah, I just thought it would be really fun to catch up with you guys. And for all the new people that are here, just tell you a little bit about what I got going on, why I'm not uploading as often and stuff. But yeah, so for those who don't know, I'm currently working like 2 jobs. I'm doing like a freelance animation thing, and then on the side I'm kind of doing I guess it's not really it's kind of my main job, but we don't have to say that, but my main job is I work at a t-shirt store and I handle all the artwork. It's a graphic design job, kind of, not really, but kind of. But yeah, it's been, I guess overall I can't complain, and it's been going pretty well. At my design job, the t-shirt store, we moved to a different location over the holidays. It's a lot further than from where we used to be. I used to be about 10 minutes away from home. It was fantastic. I'd go home on my lunch break and eat a home cooked meal. Fantastic. But now it's about a 20 to 25 minute drive near downtown in the city that I live in, which isn't particularly great. But I have more office space, I suppose, and I've been getting really comfy with the setup and making it way cleaner than what I had at the old location. Part of that may be because there were other people working there before me at the other location, and I just kind of took their desk and it was already arranged a certain way and everything, and I just kind of left it. I changed some things, but not the arrangement of the room. But now I got a fresh start. I got a fresh start on making this office space my own. And, I guess that's pretty neat. It's pretty cool. But the work has literally been the same, though. For any of you t-shirt enthusiasts who might be listening to this, or anyone who's interested in this, but I'm the one, my job is basically I make all the separations of artwork for screen printing. I produce mock-ups to present to clients. And yeah, I also used to do a lot of DTF work. DTF is direct-to-film printing, where you'd print directly on a film. And it's kind of like an iron-on. You get the film, and then you put it on a t-shirt, iron it on, and then you have the image on the t-shirt. But our DTF printer kind of broke down, and we haven't used it in almost a year. And, it kind of sucks, but it's honestly been pretty chillin' for me. It's a little bit of less work on my part, and now we just outsource it to someone else, and then we go pick them up, and then we heat press them onto the garments in-house. So, with that being said, I have a lot of free time to just do whatever. And I've been using that time very wisely on my animation job. Sometimes, not too wisely. I'd be looking up Yu-Gi-Oh combos. I'm still very heavy into Yu-Gi-Oh. I haven't played a tourney in a darn long time, but I will return. I will. But anyways, I brought up my animation job, my little freelance thing that I have going on. And to give a quick refresher, and I'm sure a lot of the people who are seeing this right now, if you haven't been here before, my name is J.animated. Not J.illustrations, not J. Well, no, wait. Actually, my Instagram is J.art. It's Jart. I need to change that. But forget that. Look, I'll tell you right here, I love animation. I love it so much. I'm really passionate about working in animation. I love animation with my whole heart. I really just connect with it in a way that just makes me really happy. I love the hard work, the passion, the creativity, the possibility for anything to happen, and most importantly, the storytelling. It's all so fun to analyze and take apart, and I really, really cannot express how much I just enjoy it. And I feel like I've said that about 3 times in the same sentence, but seriously, there's some amazing stuff out there, and I want to be a part of it. And fortunately, about 3 months ago, I got contracted for some freelance animation work, and it's been very it's been a very interesting learning experience, to say the least. Our boss, for lack of a better term, I really don't know what to call him. He's like, is he like my supervisor or like a director or CEO? I don't really know. I don't know. But I'm just going to call him my boss. He is fantastic. Hands down, a very chill, down-to-earth person who is very passionate about storytelling. I hope my tone wasn't misleading, and then there's not a but after that. He's genuinely a really cool person. Myself and the other two people that I'm working with, they're also, we are all just super grateful to be helping his vision come to life. But I will say it has not been easy. Almost without even realizing it, it's been at least it's been a year and a half since I graduated with my degree in animation. And let me tell y'all, after not having my hand in the game for a bit, it really, kind of messed me up a little bit, What I mean by that is, like, even though I've been drawing and like illustrating and keeping up with producing artwork, drawing every week, if not every day, at least every week, doing the YouTube stuff, I haven't necessarily been animating. And because of that, I got pretty rusty. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty rusty. I was so rusty when I started this project that I had to look up like some tutorials on how animation works. And like some of like the basics of like using the program, not like the basics, you know what I mean? But like some of the things that I used to know offhand, I couldn't like navigate it as well as I used to. And, I obviously remember, I know the principles of animation. I know about like the onion skin and making keyframes and like, I know the basic stuff. I still remember that. That is like ingrained in you. What I'm talking about is the stuff about like, when I'm easing a character in and out, it's like, how do I draw them in that midway position? It's like, should I make this a smear frame or should it be more cleaned up? Like, does the motion look smooth? Do my drawings look proportional? Is there solid drawing here? Like when the camera moves, how will it affect the composition of the shot? Like all of that stuff. That's the stuff that I'm kind of like forgetting. And if you're in animation school or art school listening to this right now and you don't get like a job right out of college or something, and you don't keep it up, those are the kinds of things that I think you're going to forget. Like I said, there's some basics that you'll just never forget because they're so common with any type of animation work you do, and they're just so ingrained in you. But I'm talking about all the nuanced stuff, like the stuff you learn from making your own film, like the little minor tips and tricks and fixes and all those kinds of things. Those little things that you learn, they kind of fade away. Not all of them. I still remember some things from my student film, but a lot of them will fade away. At least in my experience working as a graphic designer, because I did apply to animation jobs, pretty frequently, but I just kept getting no's. And I was, fortunate enough to get this graphic design job, even though it wasn't really what I wanted. But of course, in turn, I'm not really working on animation, and it is what it is. It is what it is. I still love it. I still love it for what it is. It's a fantastic time. But I think there also has to be an effort to keep up with it, even if you're not working in that job. Like, and I tried. I did that animation TikTok. I did like 2. Actually. So, I'm not like the worst person in the world. I shouldn't be so hard on myself, but it was enough. Enough time had passed for me to get rusty. Pretty much all I'm saying. And so, relearning all of that has been challenging. And I do wish I could say that I was enjoying it like when I did in school. Like when I was in school learning about all this stuff, I was like, oh yeah, like this is cool. Whoa. But it's been very hard to enjoy it because of the pressure. Because, when you're in school, I mean, it's important to get good grades, but it's okay to get bad grades because you can always, there's not really pressure. There's maybe pressure on yourself, or maybe if like your parents are paying for college, to not let them down. But like, no, like that's what college is for. And you've probably heard this a million times. That's what that's for. Like, do all your mess ups there. When you're at a job, dude, like, let me tell you, that's okay. That's when the pressure's on, because it's like, I'm certified to do this, and then I'm kind of just not because I've been out of the game for so long. I couldn't find work. It's a weird catch-22. It's really, I'm in a strange position actually, but I'm getting better. I'm getting back into the swing of things, and I'm really, really getting back into it. I don't know how to say it without being more eloquent. or being more, you know what I mean? Gosh dang, it's been a while, okay? It's been a while since I've talked in front of a microphone, so pardon if I sound a little brain dead. It's funny, I haven't recorded one of these in so long, and I really don't use my voice all that much in work, so gosh darn, I gotta keep some water handy. I'm dehydrating myself just talking. But anyways, about the pressure, again, my boss, he's really cool, and he was encouraging us that, you know, this should of course be like a very super fun project, and it should be something that like we enjoy, and it's not something that we stress over. He said it should almost be like a tertiary, like not the main focus of our lives, and it should be like our side kind of thing that we should, you know, we should focus on our like main lives first. He wants us to, you know, stay focused on what we do for our actual work and actual job and stuff like that, and he just wants us to, you know, he doesn't want this to be stressful, and that is super admirable of him. It's really nice that he has all of our best interests in mind, and that he wants it to be taking it easy while working on this project. But damn, man, you can't do that in animation. Animation is hard. It's hard. It's a lot of hard, dedicated, tough work. It's really tough, especially when you have so many factors to deal with, and there's so much planning that goes into it, like hand drawing every single thing, figuring layouts, camera movements, everything. It takes a lot of work, and there's so much planning that goes into it. Oh gosh, and I could keep rambling. I could keep rambling to you guys on and on, but I think I'll leave it there for now, and I'll talk about that hopefully in the upcoming weeks. And I think for now, I'll just leave you guys with that update that, you know, just wanted to pop in, just wanted to say hi to y'all, you know, just saying hello. I never forgot about you guys. I hope you know I did not forget about y'all. I have at work, I have my YouTube page like linked so that anytime if anyone uses my computer for whatever reason, if they decide to go onto YouTube, it'll automatically direct them to my page. Also because I want to see what's going on there sometimes. But you know, I'm aware. It's in my mind, it's in my view, it's in my radius, you know, like I have not forgot about y'all, and I really want to start doing these videos again. I think they help out so much, and it's just really good to keep track and keep progress of, you know, all I've worked on and stuff. And I also like talking. I don't get to talk that often because I just sit in a room by myself for 8 hours. But anyways, thank you guys so much for checking this out. Thank you guys so much for listening and sticking around if you made it this far. I still have a month or two to work on this project, so I'm not too sure when I'll have another video out and ready, but yeah, don't think I've forgotten about y'all. I'm coming back. Alrighty, take it easy, y'all.